What to wear to look attractive. Let's talk. Highly requested video, and if you are in your level up journey and want to just generally upgrade your looks, then maybe this video is for you, so take notes. Let's get into the video. Before we get into it, of course, please do subscribe to the channel, and you know what, let's just get into it. Okay, so first of all, can I just say, obviously we have been talking, well, all that I've been talking recently is about leveling up. I hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. Okay, so when you are in the process of leveling up, one thing you really need to do, kind of act your age. Have you ever heard about act your wage? Okay, that's just what men tell you women because they want to shame you for spending so much on your looks. So never listen to that anyway. But one thing you must listen to is please dress age appropriately. I don't want to see teenagers dressing like they're a 40-year-old woman, but at the same time, I don't want to see a 40-year-old woman trying to act like a teenager at the same time. Kind of like a mini skirt and the party vibe. Why? Because it's just not classy. And that is the whole point. You want to stand out, be extra feminine, or elegant or sophisticated. It really depends what is your goal that you have with your style that you want to achieve. And then you have to kind of dress according to that. I do get sick and tired of women that I see on my Facebook timeline all the time who are in their 40s, you know, but they are trying so hard to be like a 16-year-old little girl. You can just tell when somebody's trying too hard. It just shows. So let's get that out of the way first of all. And also keep in mind, I'm also not telling you to dress older than you are. Not younger, not older, but kind of staying within your age range, and then we're going to work according to that, because that is the fastest, best possible way you will get your style kind of sorted and you will have it on your fingertips. Now there is this whole environment going on where everybody is talking about elegance, thanks to Anna Bay, which is great, but at the same time I feel like not everybody, especially in their early 20s, I don't need you to dress too elegantly. Now don't get me wrong, yes, you must be elegant, but at the same time, try not to dress too womanly, where it just makes you look a little stuck up or too stiff, you know, like following these hard rules. It just makes you look like you're too stiff and not flexible, and it doesn't make you look your age. It makes you be perceived a bit older. Until and unless that is the goal you want to achieve, then of course that's that, fine. But there are certain rules you need to kind of adopt and follow, which is kind of do dress age appropriately. That will be your start. And then moving forward, you can always add a few pieces here and there, or subtract a few pieces here and there that don't go well with your age group, basically, you know. That being said, it doesn't mean you should not be sexy or you should not be stylish. Of course you should be. All I'm saying is don't follow other people's style, which is one mistake I think a lot of us girls do. And also stop trying to follow somebody's style head to toe when they are not even in your age range. For example, if you are in your early 20s and you literally dress and look like somebody in their late 30s or 40s who's probably married and has 2 children, then what are you trying to achieve with that kind of mindset? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Also, similarly, if you're 40, 50, you have 3 children, you have a husband, whatever, then why are you dressing like a 16-year-old too much? Does that make sense? We expect you to be a bit more on the elegant, sophisticated side, a bit more maybe not traditional, but not conservative. I don't know what the word is for that, but you get the point, right? So stay in your lane. I think that is very important when it comes to fashion and style. And I'm not going to sit down and tell you that style does not have any boundaries or fashion doesn't have any rules. No, it kind of does. If you think about it, there is color theories. There is a reason why you have color theories. There's a reason why a certain color palette is going to look on your skin, is going to look nice on your skin tone, and certain colors are not going to go well with you. You know, there are rules and you need to know them, and only then you can kind of work around them. If you want to break a certain few rules, you can. But the most important thing is, first of all, to know them, right? And that being said, I really wanted to talk about what things to do and what to wear that makes you kind of look more attractive. But I think these things I had to say first and get them out of the way because it's so important to know what is your age range. I also noticed that a lot of girls, especially in London, I think when Anna Bay was around in London, I saw a lot of girls started to dress like her, and there is a problem with that. There is a problem with that. Everybody has a personal style. First of all, they have their own color palette, they have their own body type, and they have their own preferences with styles, right? Sometimes certain ladies like to dress a little bit more covered and very traditional, a little bit more cultured, and that's great. Some girls maybe like to dress a bit more provocative, which I'm not a fan of that, but you get the point. They want to be a bit more hot and on the sexy side. And that's fine, as long as you kind of mix and match both the things together and have like a middle ground. You're gonna find your style always somewhere in the middle. Like, trust me on that. Don't copy too much of one certain person's style, because that person has a whole different life. They're married, they are taken. If you are single, why are you dressing like a married woman? Does that make sense? So that is what I'm trying to kind of tell you here. Now, whether you agree to this or not, I would like to know from you in the comment section down below, but that's just my opinion. Like, I really hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. I always do. Now, starting, here is one thing I would like to say. You need to know your body type, first of all. Are you very straight? Are you very curvy? Are you extra curvy? Or are you somewhere in the middle? Do you have good curves? Is there something you're a little insecure about? Then those are the things you have to keep in mind, and now you're gonna dress accordingly. Let's say there is something you are insecure about. Let's say you are a girl who doesn't have too much material up here, okay? Well, I don't know what else appropriately I could tell you, but yes, there are just certain words I don't want to use on the channel. I'm trying not to get demonetized, basically. Yeah, jokes apart, if you don't have too much material and a big cup size up here, that's your insecurity, let's say, then try to not wear too much fitted clothes on this area, because then it will show more how flat you are, right? So you wear a bit more baggy stuff when it comes to your upper body. That's what you do. Tighter things you can wear down there, right? Similarly, if you think you don't have too much material on your backside, trying to be very polite here. Okay, if you don't have too much material on the backside and it makes you a little insecure, then guess what? No more tight jeans and tight pants and tight trousers and tight pencil skirts or whatever. And by the way, can I also say, there are certain undergarments you can wear that are kind of shapewear. I know now I've been working out so much, so I do have nice material back there, but I was always kind of flat from behind, and that was years ago. So weights and exercise and squats and eating a lot of protein did help me with that problem, but it was always such an insecurity of mine that I was so flat from behind. And that was me years ago, by the way, not now. Now I'm very happy. And it used to make me feel so insecure until later on I kind of figured out, okay, there is one thing I can wear that actually gives me like this push from behind. It's kind of like undergarment, obviously, but it's padded. And since it's always so cold around in London, so this is something you can get away with easily. So if you're interested in those things, I'll give you guys a link below and just check them out. They're also available on our website. And wherever else you can get this from, I think it's totally worth it. Just make sure it's really good quality material and it's padded, very sturdy, if that makes sense. And trust me, it will not even show, no matter if you're wearing jeans, trousers, fitted pants, fitted tight skirts, whatever you wear, you won't be able to tell that there is something inside. It doesn't show any seams and none of that, and it's amazing. It's amazing if you want to start with those kinds of things. I mean, these small little things just help you, right? You have to kind of figure out a way around it. So you're either going to start going gym and squat a lot and do weights a lot. Well, I would recommend you start now, but at the same time, this is something you can start doing instantly, which is like wear those padded undergarments, and half the problem is solved already. And I am big on that. If you have any kind of insecurity, don't let anybody tell you, no honey, they're fine, no whatever. Just fix it. If you can, just fix it, because things are not supposed to make you feel insecure. You know, I mean, there are certain things, by the way, where we are like, oh, this is not what I like about myself, oops. But then we're not insecure about it. It's like, yeah, whatever. But then there are certain things that we feel really seriously about, you know, and we actually feel insecure about those things, and it's on our mind all the time. And when things are on your mind all the time, I don't want that headspace to be occupied by these kinds of small little petty thoughts. You need to get these out of the way. Only then you'll be able to do bigger things, better things, and focus on your priorities and focus on life and focus on other things. When you have your insecurities lingering around your mind all the time, you can't really focus on life and on the real things of life. Does that make sense? So whether you have to get therapies or whatever, I'm big on that. Please get your stuff together. But at the same time, if there are insecurities, I need you to start working on them, and don't let anybody tell you, you're absolutely fine, I like it that way, whatever. No, if it is something that's lingering in your mind, that's what you need to work on. Nobody else can tell you what to do and what not to do. So I'm big on that. I don't know your opinion, but that's what you gotta do. So you literally have no excuses. So that's one thing. Work on your insecurities, and whatever you feel insecure about your body, whatever part of your body that is, you cover it up even more. Or you work around it and you wear extra padded bras, for example. Now here are certain high street shops I need you to start avoiding, and don't go there at all costs. Why? Because bad materials never make you look attractive. It's the real, raw, original materials and fabrics that actually make you look upgraded. Think, I don't know, cotton, linen, cashmere, wool, leather. I know some people don't like leather. Well, I love leather, by the way. Now, what shops do you avoid? Zara, Next, New Look, Topshop, River Island, H&M, Uniqlo, Romwe, and Shein. And all these Chinese ads that you keep seeing on Facebook doesn't mean you have to just instantly click on the ad and then go towards checkout straight away. No, why are you doing that? What for? Those are just trendy things, fast fashion that comes and goes like London's weather that you can never trust. So don't check out on those websites. Just whatever you have in your basket at the moment, just ignore. Never look back, honey. Never look back. I'm telling you, the better kind of shops that you can shop at that are still somewhat in the mid-range prices but are way better would be French Connection, Hobbs, Calvin Klein. You have Ralph Lauren, which, by the way, these kinds of brands like Calvin Klein and Ralph Lauren, I feel like they're very old money brands where, yeah, I got money, I'm super rich, I'm leveled up, and I'm very comfortable in that. I'm very comfortable with my life, honey. I've got a few horses that I ride every day, living in a mansion, I'm perfectly fine, and I have a farmhouse too. And I wear Ralph Lauren and all those polo shirts or whatever. You get the point? I love those brands. The quality is amazing, and what the brand represents, I like it. And then you have Burberry, Tommy Hilfiger, you have Marc Jacobs, you also have Ted Baker, by the way. Ted Baker we have everywhere in London, and they do have some amazing quality items. And right now we're talking about clothes. Why did I ask you to not go to these shops, by the way? Like Zara, Next, Topshop. The materials are crap. If you do want to go to those shops, you go, no problem. But for what? Accessories, your vest, like the things that are not the focal point of your whole look, that is what you buy from these normal shops that you otherwise have to prevent if you are going to buy your focal point clothing, right? Your trousers, your jeans. What happened to Levi's jeans? They are very popular. Why don't you get those instead of going to Zara for those? Collar shirts, you have them at Hobbs, 100% cotton, 100% linen. Why are you not getting those? And you're getting Zara polyester cotton shirts, which, by the way, when we are talking about cotton shirts, I need you to have a cotton shirt in white, black, and a really nice baby pastel pinkish color, because like a very light pink color. They always look amazing. There are so many ways to style those, and I feel like when it comes to cotton shirts with collars, they never go out of fashion. They are a classic. They will always stay with you. And if you do get those, then don't get the ones that are made with polyester. You're gonna get the ones that are made of original fabrics, not synthetics. Synthetic fiber like acrylics and polyester is something you need to avoid. First of all, it doesn't let your body breathe. It makes your body stink. It feels miserable. And some of us are also, by the way, allergic to these kinds of materials. You should not let those materials touch your body, honestly. Another thing you can do to start looking more attractive instantly, take care of the materials and know where you're gonna go and buy your items from. Don't just buy from anything and anywhere and everything. Don't do that. Stop going to sales, and that way you're gonna save up all that time, energy and money, and then you buy a few things but from good shops, and those things will last you forever. If you think about it, upgrading your wardrobe doesn't cost you millions of dollars. It doesn't. You just have to start somewhere, and I think the first start should be to start saving that money that you were going to spend otherwise on all those sales cheap items. So if you were planning a trip with your friend this week to Zara and Next, don't even bother going. You save that money, go to Hobbs, go to French Connection, check online. Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, there's so many things online available, Ted Baker, whatever, check them out. Get your stuff from those places. I love Hobbs when it comes to shirts, tops, also your trousers. Best quality, best quality, and they will last you forever. You probably will pay £100 for like a set of trousers rather than just 30 or even 20 at Zara or Next. But that one piece is going to last you for a very long time, great quality. Even after 100 washes, it still looks fine. That's what you need in your life. Why are you stressing and wasting your headspace and thinking and decision making on cheap things all the time? Buying and throwing away and decluttering and reorganizing and then donating and then this and that, and the cycle continues. You're not doing anything nice. You're not doing yourself a favor. You're also not doing the planet any favor either, because too much clothes are consuming the whole damn planet, and sometimes they're not even recycled. Think about where they go. What a waste. And polyester is kind of like a plastic anyway. It's always been a waste and it will always be a waste. So say no to polyester. Every time you go buy a piece of clothing, always check what the material is, and the material will tell you how much percentage of what is inside. And if you see 100% polyester or 97% polyester, even 60% polyester, I think these are the percentages very commonly used for clothing. Don't buy those things. Trust me on that. Gosh. One thing you can also, by the way, wear, which always upgrades your look instantly, is blazers. Have a few nice blazers. Blazers were always in style and they will always be in style. They will never go out of style, I feel like. Blazers just take you up a notch almost instantly, right? I think a navy blazer will always be something that looks very high-end and nice. Something with gold buttons. I'm a fan of that anyway. I think it's never gonna get out of fashion. Then you have your typical white. I love everything white, and I think white makes you look very classy and expensive, and white should be a color you should invest in, because white is also one of those colors. It kind of suits everybody, whether you're a cool skin tone or a warm skin tone. There's always a few variations of white that kind of work on everybody. Navy, white, red, sky blue, love it. I think that is one of my favorite signature look, which is a blue jeans, blue blazer, blue trouser, blue blazer, black trouser, blue blazer. I love this blue and I love it. I think this is one of my best looks ever, which I really love. And it's also a color that looks good on me. Again, this color will never get out of style and fashion. You can kind of wear that throughout summer, spring, and also somehow you can get away with that in autumn. However, I'm not sure about winter. Well, in winter time, then you have your browns and the navy colors. I think navy is perfect. Navy can be great in summer, in spring. Navy is also great for autumn and winter. So try to think about what colors go well and you can make more use out of them in more seasons. And so this is how you should kind of pick your colors, keeping your color theory in mind. Always kind of consult a stylist that can tell you, okay, this is your color palette, you need to go with this color palette, avoid every other color. You need to know your colors, and that's the first thing you have to do if you want to look more stylish or more attractive. Know your colors. Go consult a stylist. That's something that will instantly upgrade you. When you know your colors and you're always kind of buying the right color, whatever you pick on a daily basis, there is no chance it's not going to look nice on you, because everything you have there is selected and curated and well thought after. So everything you have is just amazing already. You don't have to make too many decisions and don't have to think too much. Whatever 2-3 pieces you join together, they go well together. And I think that is so great about when you know your color palette. That range of colors you can mix and match and it's all good. One thing that will also make you look very attractive is, I think when girls, we wear loose trousers, you know, like one of those really kind of, I don't know, very laid back, easy, wide leg trousers. You can wear those in winter as well as in summer, spring, get away with that. I think it's very chic, but at the same time it's so timeless. I think wide leg trousers have never been out of fashion. They've always been there and they look great. Whether you wear that with like a tight tank top or even with like a loose cotton shirt and just tuck it in your high-waisted wide leg trouser, it still looks very classy, laid back, and very kind of, I'm comfortable in my style. How are you today? You know, it's kind of that kind of vibe. Even like a loose shirt like that, which I really like these kinds of shirts, by the way, which are a bit loose, very laid back, a little bit of a loose collar, and you know, it's a very easy, convenient, comfortable, laid back kind of style, which I believe looks nice on literally everybody. And also one point you must always remember, when you buy your cotton collar shirts, or even if they're linen, I actually prefer the cotton ones. I feel like they look very sharp, classic, you know, and very crisp, on point and neat and clean. They give you that kind of vibe that you're living in a penthouse, you know. And so those shirts, whenever you buy them, make sure you always go one size up. You know, I'm kind of a size 8 to 10, but when I buy my cotton shirts, I try to buy them size 12 to 14, because then you can style them in so many ways. Whether you put a smart kind of a blazer on top, it's a smart look, or whether you tuck it in a long skirt, nice too, or whether you then kind of loosely tuck it into your high-waisted wide leg trousers, and it's a very nice laid back kind of casual but very sexy and feminine look, which you can get away with whether it's the morning time or even for dinner. It just really depends how you style it. If you are, you know, in the morning time, during the daytime, you can just do casual, you know, flats, whatever. But in the evening, you know, with collar shirts, you can have like a really nice neck piece, and it just elevates the whole look. Nice earrings elevates the whole look, and then you can style it with a nice pair of pumps and like a sparkly clutch or a bag, where you can then go out with that, and that look is very, very classy. And with this style, you can also wear pumps or platforms or anything really with a nice heel, whether it's a block heel or a stiletto heel, whether it's a pointy toe shoe, a coat shoe, or if it's a platform. You can get away with that, because remember, platform shoes don't look nice on anything and everything. No, especially not in the West. I think platform is something you can get away with when you live in Asian countries or in Gulf countries, right? But when you are in the West, platform is not looked at as very classy or elegant. That's just how it's not really perceived as a fine woman wearing it, until and unless it's like a party environment or a gala, Met Gala, some gowns and stuff, you know, which if you are a part of that lifestyle, then you know you can get away with platforms. But if you're a normal person going to normal places, honey, with your boo or with your girls or whatever, then make sure that platform should not be that thing which is too visual on you and that can be seen from afar, because that's not a very decent look to have, I'll be honest. However, talking about high-waisted loose trousers that we were talking about with very flowy materials, then that covers up half of the platform anyway, and half of it shows, and that gives you a very sexy appearance and a very up-leveled appearance also. So then in that case, you can get away with your platforms. So if you have platforms, don't worry, you don't have to throw them away, because I know people do talk about platforms are not nice, and they are. It's just how you wear them and how you style them. If you wear a nice gown, you can get away with that. If you're in a party, you can get away with that. If you're in Asian countries, you can get away with that. I'm from Asia. We can get away with platform shoes, whether it's on a wedding or in party evening or whatever. However, in the West, again, as I said, it's a little different. It's not a daily thing you can do during the daytime. And if you're doing it in the evening time, there's a way to do that. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk a little bit about jewelry, because that's very important. Now, I need you to stop wearing only gold and diamonds, honey. Nothing in between. Just kidding. Okay, you need to first of all know your tone and what colors look good on you, because on some people, gold looks great. And on some people, silver looks great. Now, whatever, you know, category you fall under, you have to buy your accessories according to that. You can't just buy, mix and match everything. Actually, I do kind of like mixing gold and silver together. I think when it comes to mixing silver and gold together, some people completely hate it, and some people have a love relationship with it like I do. I actually don't mind gold and silver kind of stacked together. Diamonds and gold and silver and gold and all of that mix and match. I don't mind, I like it. However, some people I know have a hate relationship with this combination, and that's fine. Again, that's your own rule and you follow your own rules, and that's completely fine. But depending on your skin tone, whatever color theme you have to pick, whatever your color palette is, just choose whatever suits you the best. Not everybody looks good in gold colors, and not everybody looks good in silver colors. You need to know your colors. But I think one rule to remember with your jewelry pieces is that don't overdo that. For example, don't have an anklet and bangles and bracelets and a lot of rings, lots of necklaces stuck together, earrings, lots of earrings, because some people have you know, piercings all over their ears or whatever. Don't have everything on at one single time. That's a lot. That's too much overcrowded and it's very confusing to the mind, and it just makes you look a little too much. If you want to look like a pop star, that's your choice. We're not about that life here, so that's that. So I think the rule to remember with your jewelry pieces is that, let's say you have neck pieces today, which makes such a statement, then just go with a very delicate bracelet and 1 or 2 rings max, and really nothing else. You don't need too many things. And I think, let's just say, well, how do we say that? Let's just say you should have only 3 pieces at one time, max. That's that. And again, the rules change depending on where you're going. Let's say you're going to a very glamorous event where you have to wear like a gown and look really, really, you know, uber glamorous. I think in that case, of course, you know, you'll be wearing your diamond necklace and earrings and a little bracelet and a matching ring and the whole set, of course. Or if you're going to like an Asian wedding, which by the way are very extravagant, right? Then we wear lots of jewelry. We wear like the bindiya, the earrings, this, you know, the big necklaces with lots of crystals and all that, antique pieces, and then matching churiya and bangles and rings, and okay, fine, whatever. It's a wedding, get it, that's fine. But generally, otherwise, you just wear max 3 pieces and you call it a day, honey. That's that. And you can always mix and match. Let's say you want earrings, a little chain, then do 1 ring, call it a day. Or you want bracelets and a ring, then do only earrings, nothing on the neck. So just keep a little bit of that minimalism going, and it will make you look very classy, and it will make you stand out and a little bit more sophisticated, you know. Again, if that is the look you're going for, then remember this rule to have only 3 pieces at the same time. And by the way, don't get me wrong, when I say 3 pieces, it means 3 different areas where you can put your jewelry on. For example, I think it's a trend where people don't wear 1 bracelet like I do. I think I love 1 bracelet and I call it a day. I don't do too much, but I know that girls love stacking their bracelets, like this 4, 5 small little delicate bracelets going on their arms, on their wrists, and that's fine. That's 1 area of your wrist. We're done with that. Now you can choose 2 more areas, and that's that. That's what I meant basically. If you're also talking about jewelry colors, there are certain colors that look very, very classy. Again, if you buy white gold with diamonds or just crystals, all white silver, that looks stunning. Again, if you're a fan of gold, then that's your choice. I think I like things a lot more silver because that's in my color palette and that really looks good on me and my skin tone. So I like things that have crystals, white gold, silver, diamonds. I'm more on that side, or maybe even pearls and pearly things. I'm on that side too, because again, they suit me very well, and I think pearls are just something that suits every lady no matter what color palette she belongs to. So basically, cold undertones look really nice in silver, and if you have warm undertones like Beyonce, let's say, you will shine and glow in gold, right? That's how it goes. And there's another color that looks stunning, which is gold and turquoise. And I think this is something I recently I really don't remember who was talking about it and where I heard that, and then I did some deep research on that and I found out that, oh my god, wow, turquoise and gold is actually that color that makes you look very, very rich, very old money, and at the same time it's something that the elites really prefer. And remembering me back home, I remember my uncles and stuff, you know, they're all goldsmiths, so they have shops of gold and stuff, and they would always make gold things with turquoise colors, and I would look at it with like such fascination, like this is such an interesting combination, you know, and it was the most popular also. So it turns out that even back home people know the rule with colors, which is very interesting. And I never knew this rule, right? But now I do, and I look back at it and I'm like, oh wow, that's so, oh my god, I kind of knew that, but I didn't at the same time, you know? Anything gold and turquoise, it's your color, because turquoise is one of those colors with enough warm and cold tones that suits every skin tone, and it instantly kind of makes you look 10 times better also. So if you're a neutral skin tone, then black or silver both will look good on you. You can wear almost any color, and I'm already jealous of you because I cannot wear every color and look good in it. Like, it's crazy. And coming back to trousers, if you go for linen trousers, that wide leg trouser, honey. I feel like now I need a few of those, but I know I already have them in a different few colors. I don't need more, do I? I think girls always need more, let's be honest. But they always look great when they're in a very flowy material. And yes, a sturdy material, you know, straight leg trouser, or even like a little bit of that bell bottom. It looks really nice if it's also in a sturdy material, because it's very classy, very well put together, very chic. So guys, I think that was that for today's video. You can also support me on Patreon and become a member. We talk about a lot more things related to the subject on there, and I'll support you there directly one-to-one, and you can always message me and become a member on my Patreon. I would appreciate that if you support my work. It helps me continue making more free videos for you guys also, and pay my bills. Just kidding. And that's that. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also check out my brand. If you want fuller, shinier, voluminous, luxurious hair, then my hair oils are really going to help you. Just visit Esha Cosmetics, and the oil you're looking for is the Glam Growth hair oil. And for some skin glow, you need our clean, nature-loving products, also available at Esha Cosmetics. So happy shopping, guys, happy shopping. You can now go and binge watch my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. And until my next video, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being, and make sure you always look attractive and be nice on the inside also. Bye.